So you're probably wondering why you clicked on this video. And the reason you click on this video is because you want to hear the unfiltered thoughts of a 20-year-old on break in college. So the first one I have here was written on May 25th at 10 a.m. Something called the Young Black Artist Industry Music Paradox. That's what I like to call it. So I'll read here. It's often discussed amongst black people, news, talk shows, and podcasts that rap music is detrimental to black people. But I believe that the problem is rooted in a paradox. See, I don't see it necessarily as a problem given the way I was raised. See, my dad taught me that words and messages in the songs, they're promoting bad things. And I learned to separate the music from the lyrics and focus on the feeling, energy, or inspiration I got from it, even if some of the words didn't align with my values. That is to say that I know that rap music gets painted with the wrong brush at times because of some of the vulgar language and the themes used, whether that be sex, money, or drugs. But there's so much rap out there, and only a small part of it gets it to the big screens and on your social media feed. As for the rap music deemed to be more ghetto and like hood, here's where I'll present my paradox. See, given that this type of music has gained lots of popularity in the last couple of decades, artists I put in this category are, Sexyy Red, or really any drill rapper, really. My point is this stuff is hot, and that's the problem. Take Sexyy Red, for example. Her shit has billions of streams at this point. And, deep down, she knows that she's wildin' in all these songs, talking about popping pussy and beating bitches up, having multiple baby daddies. Now, if you're a young girl and you want to make music and blow up, well, what are you going to do? The same shit. And look, it's not just black people that's listening to it and streaming it. It's the entire world. It's a problem of temptation, and at the end of the day, it's a way out that some of these kids who grow up in the hood see as a way out. And I can't blame them for that. Yes, the music is destructive, but it's a possibility of exponential success is definitely there. In order to stop this, we as consumers have to stop listening to it. Stop reposting stuff on IG and TikTok with these sounds in them. But we won't, and the cycle continues. To recap this theory, making vulgar and destructive music, then people stream it in masses, kids and younger adults tuned in, it messes with their heads, promoting bad decisions. Some kids act out or influence negatively, some are not. Young artists see the potential, rinse and repeat. New thought. I was playing Call of Duty last night, and I'm not a sensitive person at all. And at this point in my life, but I've always thought that it was weird that racism on Call of Duty is looked at being like this golden standard of trash talk and vibes on Call of Duty. Especially as a black person. I've been on this game and I've had kids sound like they're 9 calling me the hard R. What are we teaching the youth? I get that these games are rated MA, but come on. A lot of us were playing these games at a young age, just not online, thankfully. And while the rating system is supposed to act as a filter, the reality is that tons of kids, especially from this age range of 12 to 16, are still getting exposed to these environments. The bigger issue here isn't just about the violence or language. It's the culture that forms around it. It normalizes racism and other toxic behaviors as if they're just part of the game, turning these punchlines or turning them into edgy jokes. And for kids still forming their worldview, this can blur the line between what's actually harmful and what's just banter, especially when they're young. And I feel like over time, that desensitization can lead to real-world consequences, not just in how people treat others, but in what they tolerate or even find funny. And unfortunately, the online gaming space often lacks the moderation or accountability needed to counteract that. Then these kids get older, and them saying the N-word or other slurs just becomes commonplace for them. And it's the same with the normalization of racism in Instagram comments. Just the other day I saw a reel, and it was some boys playing golf, and the camera pans, and it's a truck full of young adults screaming the N-word rapidly. And the comments were like, "Society is healing. Back to the good old days." And I'm not trying to generalize here, but I bet you some of those same people in the comments claim to be religious, which is so funny to me. Shouldn't that Bible of yours have taught you to, be better? Or was it in God's plan for you to be an awful human being? Me and a friend spoke about this some weeks ago while doing homework. So, when did we as people, especially men, begin allowing other men to, as my friend calls it, play daddy? What is this life coach bullshit? I completely understand seeing a therapist. However, what the hell are these one-on-one coaching sessions? You gotta figure out this life for you. No one's coming to save you. I know we've all heard that before. But I find it odd there's this trend of paid mentorship. instead of naturally finding a mentor, not someone who's looking to scam you for 30 minutes on how to fix your life. Like these male boot camps that send, you know, the male boot camps that people spend thousands of dollars, they gotta go. What is that? New thought. The only way to stop this OF BS is for us men to stop buying it. We all know women ain't the ones buying these IG baddies. It's us. I'd love to meet one of these gremlins sending a girl money every month for some pics and a nice little chat for a couple minutes. The next thing we gotta highlight is when a normal baddie gains a little following because she's bad, and then she starts an OF. It's a similar temptation with the, gangster rap ghetto music thing. She knows that if she shakes some ass and shows some titty and some reels, that she's gonna gain a following, and can easily funnel that following into an OF. I've literally seen a girl go from 35K to over 350K in like 2 weeks after posting a couple reels and some Nike Pros. Same cycle, same temptation. Another thought. Will these women look back when they want to have families and think, I'm glad they did this? Or will they wish they had taken another path? I guess we'll see. A lot of them are my age, so I don't know. How many IG reels does it take for someone to start adopting a particular belief? I've fallen into this trap many times, and I bet you have too. See, if you're on Instagram and you're my age, you probably run into the pattern of clicking on a reel, liking it, or maybe it's just spending time on that reel, and then all of a sudden you have 50 billion of the same reels on your feed. Well, a theme that I've seen over and over again is the theme of like dating. So you'll see a video of someone talking about their girl cheating on them, or like a girl or a guy doing something wild, and all the comments are, this generation's cooked, this generation's cooked, this generation's cooked. While I kind of agree with that, I think that a lot of the times it just blows these situations out of proportion. Because if you look in your real life, in the real world, like, you often don't see those things. A lot of these things are one-off circumstances. I mean, not a lot of dudes have the capability to do all these crazy things that you're seeing in these reels. Most dudes are not doing that. Most dudes are not getting all the girls. It's always a small percentage of dudes who get all the girls. That's how it's always worked. And I feel like all these new situations, granted now that we have technology, but it's just the same stuff on a different level. People cheated back in the day. They still cheat now. I don't think there's been a uptick in cheating or like infidelity. Me personally. New thought. This is a short one. When will these streamers realize that people are laughing at them and not with them? That's all I got. Hope you enjoyed the video.